Hello Virgo, and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikita Antoine, and today of course we'll be doing your message with my classic deck. It's the Ethereal Visions, the Dreamscape Oracle, as well as the Luna Tarot, all blended into one for you today. So Virgo, just as I actually it was like before I hit the record button, I realized that my phone is dying, and I went to the window where the plug-in is and plugged it in and everything, and I suddenly received a vision of like snow on the ground. It is not snowing where I am, so maybe that's actually like a little message, and I'm getting poked in my back again by these by my guides. That happens very often, but it's essentially, it's like a message for you to let you know if this would be a reading for you. It's like I was seeing the snow almost as if I was being put into what you're looking at. So you might be seeing snow on the ground right now. So Virgo, it looks as though in your reading today that you're having a discussion or a conversation with someone who is appearing exceptionally similar to you. You're actually showing up here with the first card in your reading today with this Six of Cups. And I often talk about this one, like they're twins, right? So this could be a sibling that looks incredibly similar to you, or this could be maybe perhaps like a really good friend of yours that you guys have a similar like energetic signature, something along those lines. Or kind of like a third possibility is that you're actually discussing this with your higher self, because it's something that whoever you're having this conversation with, is like you guys are like, it's coming through as like one and the same, or you are the same person, or at least you look the same, or you are the same, something like that. So let's look at the underlying energy for your reading today. And okay, we're showing up with the Selkie here. So your underlying energy is in a space where you are actually looking back at a previous situation that has occurred, that it's like it happened before. There's a previous situation that has occurred before, and you're reflecting back on the memories. Maybe that's why this Six of Cups is showing up here as well. It's like you're in a space where you're reflecting back on the memories, but there's something about whatever situation you were in previously. It doesn't feel as though it's present in your life right now. It's like there's no going back to that situation. There's a finality to this, in a sense that wherever you are going, that wherever you are headed in the future, there's no going back to where you came from before. So the only thing that you have that it's very interesting. It's almost coming through as like a soothing. The only thing that you have that will soothe you is reflecting back on the memories of whatever situation occurred for you before. So it's really interesting that this is showing up in your underlying energy, because I often talk about the underlying energy as being a supportive element for you. So the memories of whatever this was previously is actually supporting and assisting you in moving into the future, even though you can't actually go back to what that was. So let's see where this supportive element is connecting you to, the bridging energy. Really beautiful. It's connecting you to this harpy eagle. So you're connecting to a message that is being, well, it's being delivered from the realm, from the air realm into the water realm. The harpy eagle talks about a transition from the air into the water. So what that's referring to is that this could be like a spirit message that is being brought up in the water realm or in your consciousness. So essentially, it can be like memories. Like memories are I would classify them as being in the water realm, because it's like you're swimming through the memories. So these memories, or whatever you're looking back at that you can no longer go to, it's as if there is some type of message within that's it's like a higher order message, something like that. Is something that is perhaps maybe a little bit unexpected by you. It's kind of like there's little bits of things in the memories that you're looking back at that is giving you some type of direction or cue. It's coming through as a cue. It's giving you a cue to perhaps how you'll proceed forward. It's like there's some type of guidance, because the harpy eagle is of the higher realm. So it's like there's a message from the gods or something like that within whatever memories you're looking at, and it's going to cue you into how you will be moving forward in some type of way. So that's really fascinating. Let's look at your overall energy here. Okay, the overall energy for you today is this Four of Swords here. So like I said, there's a lot of reflection. There's a lot of reflection that's happening within your reading. You know, you can see it in the Selkie energy, and then you can see it in this Four of Swords. It's like you're looking into this pool, like a pool of memories, a pool of water in a sense, almost as if you're scrying. That is fascinating. So, okay, this is very interesting. It's bringing up the idea, if you've seen Harry Potter, in the pensive. If you know what a pensive is, essentially it was like a dish that was allowing them to go back into the memories, because there was something in the memories that was giving them a clue as to what was occurring around them. There was something that they were looking for, right? Oh, what were they looking for? The thing that actually that's coming to my mind right now is that it's like Harry and Dumbledore, they were looking for a clue to where the Horcrux is. And the Horcrux, this is very off the beaten path, but let's go with it. The Horcrux was an item that you had stored, Voldemort had stored a piece of his soul within, right? And so they had to go and destroy all of these things. But that's beside the point. I'm curious because it's like you're talking to someone who is very similar to you. Perhaps you're scrying and receiving messages from your higher self that are giving you a clue as to perhaps how to like join your energy back together. Because if this is, let's say this is your higher self, it's as if you're split away from yourself, right? So it's kind of like your part of you is stored within some type of Horcrux, and the whole point of all of this, the whole point of going back into your memories, is to find the spot where you have split away from yourself, right? You can't necessarily go back there and prevent that from happening, but you can actually take the actions that are necessarily to bridge that energy, to bring that energy back into place. And so right now you're actually in a space where you're looking through your memories to see where that split happened, to kind of see where you lost yourself, is what's coming through here. Not that you could ever actually lose yourself. It's just that it's almost as if it's been put somewhere else, like it's been in reserve or something like that. Okay, very interesting. So of course, this is a general reading. If you do want to get a personal reading by me, you can look at the link in the description box, which will tell you how to book that. yeah, but moving forward, of course, onto your first row of your reading, we have, you starting off here with this Six of Cups. And this is coming through as you having this conversation. It's almost as if, it's like I feel as though you're having a conversation with yourself, actually. Or someone, or at least if you're talking to someone, if this is actually presented as someone else, like embodied in someone else, it's like whatever they're saying is helping to actually channel pieces, if you will, of yourself back to you. Because it's like there's these pieces that you have forgotten about. And in order to receive them, it's like you have to, of course, go back in your memories. You have to go back into the past, maybe into a past where, like childhood memories, like going really, really far back and discovering where the split happened. It's like I'm actually seeing these two boys here as if they were actually one individual person, right? And there's something that happened, maybe it could 11:11 on the clock. It could be something like some type of trauma that has occurred that has caused you to split. And so then therefore you've been moving forward in your life with this split in your energy. So essentially, you're actually, I don't want to say that you're not whole, because it's not that you're not whole. It's as if you've actually just forgotten about this part of yourself. It's still there. It's still with you, but your consciousness hasn't touched it lately and hasn't touched it for a very long time. And so that's why it's showing up as a split. So but the thing is that, like, when you do actively go to look for this, it's like you're going to see that whatever this aspect of you, it's like it's been in hibernation or it's been in some type of dormancy. And you're going and it's as if you're waking it up. But the fascinating part here is that it seems to be that this memory here has been calling out to you so that it can wake you up. It's a very interesting dynamic because it almost feels like it's happening simultaneously, that you being conscious and awake are in an active pursuit in searching for these memories to see where that split is. But then the thing that you have split away from, the aspect of yourself that has been in dormancy probably since childhood. It's like, it feels as though it's been a very, very long time since you have connected with this aspect of yourself. It's like, even though in its dormancy, it has also reached out to you, almost like there's like a beacon or an energetic signature, if you will, that has been kind of pulsating and calling you to take this time to reflect back upon your childhood, is how it's coming through. And it's like that beacon here is showing up as this, it's actually showing up as this Ace of Swords, which is really fascinating. It's coming through as like a little pulse, like a really light pulse. However that entails, it's almost, okay, this is really interesting. This might just be for like one of you, because what I'm seeing right now is like a child who has a light, who is like in the hospital or something and has a light pulse. And so this could be you, or this could be someone that, you know, maybe it's your child, something like that. It feels more like this could be you. It's almost like as if, did you have a near-death experience in your childhood that has caused part of your energy to be split off from you? And so when you woke up into consciousness after that experience, it's like there's a little piece of you that has remained in this dormancy. It's like not all of you woke up. So it's as if there's a little bit of you that has been left behind. But right now, the beautiful thing about your reading today is that you're on this active pursuit and finding this the true nature of you, all of you, everything that encompasses who you are, right? It's like there is oh my God, this is really beautiful, because it's like it's as if whatever piece of you that has been dormant is actually holding like your true nature. So there's something about where you are currently that feels as though almost like there's something missing. That's what it looks like. It feels as though you might feel as though something is missing. And so you're searching maybe for like clarity of purpose or something like that. What exactly am I meant to be doing? Something along those lines. And it's kind of led you to this spot where you're now starting to look back through your memories to find out where this is. And it's like when you find it, you're realizing that it was lost in this splitting of it, in this splitting that has occurred for you during your childhood. And what I'm seeing here is that while you may not actually be able to go back and prevent, if you will, whatever happened, right? You can't go back and change the experience, if you will. You are able to go back and view this. That's what this is talking about. It's like, and when you view it, it's as if like I'm seeing this as that pool of water, and it's as if this sword. This is so fascinating because it's kind of bringing in like a little bit of the Lady of the Lake, Excalibur type of imagery here. It's like this sword is coming up out of this water, and they're handing you this sword. It's really gorgeous. So they're handing you this sword, and that sword is acting as a representative of that Horcrux, if you will. It's like that bit of your soul that has been, it's like you're having a soul recovery that's occurring for you right now. And so you're receiving that sword. And with it, what's coming in is this koi fish. Oh, sorry. I'm getting more like pokes. What's with it is coming this koi fish and the Fool energy. And what this is talking about is that suddenly you're having a fortunate turn of events where you know exactly, you might not know necessarily the particular details, if you will, but you have a sense of purpose or a sense of belonging, and that has given you this new like sense of life is how it's coming through. You're now in this Fool energy where you were kind of, if you will, like stuck in the past in a sense. Like you were reflecting upon the past, not really knowing how to move forward, not really necessarily even wanting to move forward, really just trying to go back into the past. And once you've found what this is, it's like you are moving forward with an exuberant amount of energy here. It's as if you are suddenly feeling exceptionally free from that split, or from whatever has been holding you back from actually moving into a brand new life, is how it's coming through. It's like, this Selkie energy, she has legs, right? She's not a mermaid anymore. She has legs now, and she could be moving into this future, but there's of course like this looking back, right? That's kind of holding her back. But it's like that, and that's why it's showing up as this supportive element, because it's like you feel as though perhaps you couldn't have actually moved forward because you are missing a crucial piece of yourself that needed to come with you into this new phase. And it's like, so you had to go back through all of these memories and pick up that sword, whatever that sword is. It's like it's actually coming through as like your identity. That's what this is referring to. This sword is your trueness, your authenticity, your identity, how you think about yourself, how you move through the world, things of that nature. It's like your trueness of being. And it's like that part, that element was split off from you. And so you might have actually been living life in a way that is like you've been going with the flow. I guess that's really the only way that I can describe this. So it's like experiences have just been washing over you, and you just kind of flow with them. It has the energy of like being a jellyfish, like you're just kind of floating along, right? But now suddenly that you have this Ace of Swords, suddenly that now that you know who you are in its entirety, it's like you're taking more of an active role in participation with life, is how it's coming through. So this is really gorgeous for you, Virgo, because now you're opening yourself up to the world, and it's like you have successfully jumped into a bigger pond, is how it's coming through. It's like you were actually holding yourself in a small space, and you've now moved into a larger pond. So you're actually growing. So this is really beautiful, because like whoever you are having a conversation with, if it was your higher self, or maybe someone who was embodying an energy that was very similar to you, it's like they have given you some type of context or some type of clue as to how to like jump out of where you are, how to jump out of this past and into the future, into your future. So that's really beautiful. So if this reading did resonate with you, I will be pulling some more cards, and you can find the link for the extended in the top of the description box. And Virgo, I thank you so much. If you don't end up joining me in the Dreamers Collective to see this reading, but I do thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.